Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At the running 26-yard line.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Brooks eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, Brooks.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Now Brooks on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to Mixon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. Do you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the Saints, 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Brooks. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Brooks looking to throw on second down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Brooks. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. They go counter with Breida. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On play action, now Rodgers. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, catch made by Driver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
He's man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
But I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On play action, Rodgers out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Hunter, nice swander on a punt as he sends this one away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Brooks. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Vikings 21, Saints 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Brooks. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Brooks to throw. To throw on 2nd down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
And the Saints first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Brooks now looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Brooks. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brooks. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Brooks, off play action. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Brooks. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
They run with Breida. And he's got room. The 20.
Oh, we got
Touchdown, Vikings. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Brooks. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now Brooks throwing on first down, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Breida, their 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
42, Saints 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now a play fake here on first, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Looking to throw. Brooks. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lawrence. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's Brooks on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Check 26, check 26. Watch safety screen, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Stay in situation, let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Show it up, show it up.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Brooks to throw. To throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Joe Mixon.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Brooks now on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Brooks throwing on 1st. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Back to throw. Brooks firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
42. Saints 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Rodgers going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hammond. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Dumps off to Powell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brooks. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Mixon again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Mixon trying to punch it in.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They run for it with Mixon, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 42. Saints 37. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run again with Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play.
And now the rookie's free. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. To throw is Rodgers.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
On first down, Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it may not be too late to solve.